Welcome, guys. 16th of July, Wednesdays. I always like Wednesdays are volatile. Always great to be here. Anyhow, let's have a look what's gonna be in petto for us for the next week. There's so much numbers coming up into the market, and it's gonna be a volatile week for sure. Anyhow, it's gonna be maybe for the price action a little bit settling week, but it's gonna be a little bit volatile as well. So keep in mind that. I'm gonna go and just hover by the numbers what Viking was as well talking about it. I want to add some things to myself on top of that, what I found. And if you have any questions, let me know in the chat and I'm going to cover it as well later on. So 4 hours going to close in 4 minutes. So let's see if we're going to cap that above the weekly. If not, then we will see some movement to the downside. Anyhow, long and short ratio on the 4 hour is 57 against 42, kind of middling. We turn around a little bit on that one, but still there is some volatility coming on the 24 hours. On the daily, we stay facing to go higher. Either way, we're gonna middle, settling in middle on that one, or a little bit more on the longs. Still, there is potential to go higher just because there is more shorts incoming than longs. So all good to potential go higher up. Liquidity. We still have a bigger pocket below us. Most of it has been taken already above. And yeah, if we're gonna pop the weekly, we might go and retest the bearish 121 area, and then we might see a retrace or any sideways movement just to grind a little bit more liquidity to the upside to be grabbed later on, right? So the way like we always like to trade, it's sideways most of the times, and you grab and cover more liquidity. Hello, guys. Great that you're jumping in. Let's see the high time frame. I'm not gonna go on the lower time frame because that doesn't make sense anymore. We took out most of them. So eventually, if you look at that price section over here, we got the pop of the highs. We failed on a 1 hour. So right now it's gonna be like around this 121 area, come back and settle the low, another low, and see which way we're gonna try to trend up or low. Still, I'm kind of facing to go to 112 to have wick into that, close the whole fair value gap, and take out the most of liquidity, and then you have a bigger jump up. But let's see how we're gonna trend that and how we're gonna prepare our seller for it. I'm guessing it's gonna be a little bit more sideways, just to have alts a little bit more room to run. So yeah, that's on liquidity. As well, keep an eye on the RSI. Most of them are kind of settling in the middle and over bot area. So keep that in mind. Bitcoin went a little bit lower. We used to be a little bit higher on the oversold. Where is Bitcoin? I never can freaking find anything on here. Anyhow, it's somewhere over here. I'm blind. So it's here. There it is, 60%. But if you have a look on through all of the time frames, most important time frames, we are getting around the 60-ish area, or we are already above it on the higher time frame, right? So keep in mind, we still overdue for some retracement or a pullback, right? I'm not talking about the dump or anything, just a small correction or a healthy retracement before we're gonna go higher up, right? We had the bigger moves on the most of the coins already, so most of them are or even going a little bit higher. If not, we will go to the downside. Yeah, dominance. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna cover that as well in a second. That's a great sign that dominance over here, but still we can do cover up and go a little bit higher up on it. I mean, keep an eye on this as well all season. This doesn't change that frequently, but yeah, we are still aiming to go higher on it. So there is not much to say that we are into the alt season. This is still Bitcoin driven market. Still, we're gonna be around over here and start to aim to go on the alts more. So reaching up around the 18 or 20 area on the scale, then we're gonna pop into the alt season. So far, it's still Bitcoin driven one. So keep that please in mind. Every single pullback what you're gonna have on the alts, any kind of retracement, it's a longable, right? I will not really even cover it to go and short anything right now because it's not necessary. But still, there is some more longs in place than shorts right now. So great stuff. And yeah, have a look on the bits as well, because that's quite important. That I've been stacking lately quite heavily on it. I'm seeing over here that we close above the weekly 119-ish area, but still it's an undecided candle, so we can go either way, both ways. Like I was mentioning, coming higher up to take all of those bits, right? We had a small wall and we fucking hell this small wall, and right now we are stacking a little bit more on top of each other. So like I was mentioning, if the 120 area, it's not going to be area that we are going to go lower from it, that's not going to be the retest, then I'm aiming for 122 for a small bearish retest, coming back into the lows, settling down, and then we can send it. If not, then if we start to fail right now and close anything below 180 area and facing 170, something in between, we going for the lows over to 116. Why? Just because we have shitloads of orders stacked still, that's holding the price action higher. So those can be aimed to be tackled down. And for the first time in ages, we're seeing artificial wall settle down below 112k. And that's the area that I'm aiming, the previous swing high, to come and test that, to fill all of those fair value gaps. And this wall, artificial, what we settle over here with small bits, nothing major, 100 bitcoins only on top of them. It's been seriously a long time I saw that to the downside to be settled, and that heavy as well. So that's as well sign or kind of a magnet for me to think about it, that we might even come close. And either way, coming back to 112, it's nothing major. We don't break anything to the downside on the higher time frame, not even on a daily. I would like to see a gain of that and flip and then going higher. That's why I'm aiming 112. Previous high, all-time high swing, daily as well. So that was the flip of the RSI as well. So that's what I'm aiming for if we start to break down to the downside, right? So, and only then. And that's why I'm aiming as well. This wall is quite significant for me, right? So going was a sneaky close apparently. Anyhow, wicks, that's going to be the juicy one, what I want to talk about it. We finally see some movement on wicks, and it started to be a little bit more significant as well. Why? Because we start to close, if we close above it, right, 17, we start to close above the previous highs and structures. That means the volatility coming back into the market, right? Same thing, every single time wicks went higher, we had some correction, retracement. I don't want to say dump or something, but just like some kind of form of pullbacks, right? So keep that in mind. We are still trending to the downside. Yes, that's still in the channel. But if we start to pop up above the 19, it can go quick, right? So keep that in mind. We finally see some turnaround on that one. And technically, it is divergent, but it doesn't show on the wave mask. So it's still fine to go lower. It's still possible. But every single time you have a hidden or regular divergence, we had a pop to the upside, and vice versa as well on the bearish one. So keep that in mind. If you don't look at it that often, I will mention that as well in the chat. But still, 19 is the flip, and to go to 24. If that happened, we're gonna have some retracement, right? Not major, nothing scary, but just to keep in mind that we're gonna have something. It was volatile, as we can see as well, like on the VIX, right? So that's why it was volatile, because of the dollar index. We are bearish backtest the previous 98. So right now, regain the 98, and we're gonna go higher up. So far, if we start to break it down, then 96 it is, right? And we have a hidden bearish divergence if we're gonna close over here, right? So keep that in mind. Either way, there is some volatility coming into the market, and that's great. That's good. We want that. Total 3, it's popped the high, the previous high, so that's good. But we are overdue on the whole market. If you look at it, every single time we've been that high, we had some form of correction or a pullback. So please keep that as well in mind. Those are quite heavy on the whole market, right? So either way, it's going to be now or later on, around ish the 980 or something area. Still, there is some form of a maybe pullback, right? We are overdue on the whole market just because of the aggressive move what we used to have. And what I want to mention is PAX as well. That's the bigger volatility what came in on it. For our, see, we had it both ways. In the side quick, we went higher, and so far we get the positive money inflow. We have the reactive entry, and we have the trend change. So if gold start to trend up and regain the 3K 368-ish area, then we might break to the higher sides and take out the previous swing, or it's going to be a bearish retest just because we broke the structure on that one. It could be a bearish retest. So still, if gold start to trend, Bitcoin might reverse a little bit, right? So keep that in mind as well. That's why I'm looking at gold at the same time while I'm looking at the volatility index and Bitcoin. So to comparing those three, you might find a way of the movements and which direction it might can go still, right? Technically, on the daily, gold didn't break the structure, right? We regained literally the previous daily swing. So, and we're holding the lows. Still, there is more upside on the gold than there is on Bitcoin right now, in my opinion, right? So that's settled. Let's have a look on our hodlbot. Lovely one. Look at that. What amazing. We have the buy signal. And like I was mentioning, the next buy signal, same was Hughes was saying, that's going to be the counter trade for me. Definitely. Why? Because we are overdue on 1 hour. Definitely already on the RSI. We are divergent. And we are on the on-chain as well, above the 64. And on the freaking wave mass, we have the reactive entry, trend change. And look at that. The freaking cross of the cash flow out negative. So same as Smyrn, I've been mentioning that as well, like for ages already, but no one picked it up. The crosses that I'm following, they are quite significant the way that I'm trading, right? So those three all combined together, it's a definitely short. There we have it. We mentioned that seriously for ages. So yeah, I'm aiming for go lower, even retest the daily or previous swing, that's 116, and see if we're going to hold that, right? That's going to be quite a significant hold of the levels. If we start to break below the 16, then I'm seriously aiming, definitely coming into the stop loss area right now. We're going to break the lows on the 1 hour, and that's going to settle down as definitely for 112. So great stuff. Good outlook for it, and either way we might go sideways as well on it, right? So yeah, we are overdue for some kind of pullback. Don't be scared. It's nothing major, nothing to be scared of it. We're still going up. There is some correction needed. Why? Because of this as well. There is shitloads of leverage liquidity below us, and to be honest with you, it's been a while I saw this kind of big area on top of the point of control with 150 X's. So if that's not gonna bring us to a new all-time high, then freaking I'm gonna eat my shoe. But yeah, that's what I'm aiming. If we start to come back, grab all of this stuff, and seriously, even the way, technically what I'm looking at, it's gonna be something like this. It's gonna be the painful grind to the downside, right? And then gonna have that pop of the liquidity that I always like. That might be either way the last one you're gonna see. Let's see. But yeah, this is kind of interesting as well. If the longs start to decrease, technically, so the short's gonna take over, and we're gonna aim for the next volume-wise pocket over here, and then from that one, it's gonna be straight to the downside to 112 because there is no volume in between, and we have all of that leverage liquidity below us. What I really, really like to take out. Don't need to, but it would be lovely, right? Looking at the capital flow index, alts start to pop. That's great. Shitcoins took over as well a little bit. Large caps are a little bit decreasing. It's middling, and stable coins are back to below where they below. That's good. If that start to flip, if the stable coins are going start to come around the middle point, then we're gonna see some flip in the market, and then definitely the retrade is gonna be happening, right? So that's kind of what I'm aiming for. Let's see if you're gonna get it. That's all depends how we're gonna close the next couple 4 hours, but either way, the daily as well. That's the most important one for me to look at it. Looking at deeply on the money inflow, like you can see that the Ethereum is taking over. Yeah, if it's have some pops, we are aiming for yearly. I'm gonna check it in a second. We see that the Bitcoin start to decrease, hype as well, and memes and everything else start to pop up a little bit higher. Even Dixie's gonna go percentage wise higher than it used to be. So yeah, we see some significant small flip, and it's good as well because Bitcoin is a little bit overdue for some pullback, and Ethereum can carry on. And then if that start to flip, if Ethereum is gonna go lower on the money inflow, then you know that the alts and shit is gonna pop up, and then Bitcoin might do as well and move up, right? So please be in mind, keep that in mind as well. Add this to the chart because it's quite nicely to see which one it's taking over percentage wise, right? So it's really good to keep that in mind. I've been yapping around this about for ages. I didn't realize I have this set it up. I was moving some currency around, doing some laundry. Let's see if the difference we have in the equities. Yeah, Nvidia still, Google following. Nice, Mask, Apple. Yeah, still doing good. So good stuff. One of these, I didn't know. I didn't think that's change. Oh, okay, nice. Picked up a little bit. Uranium. Who the fuck is buying uranium right now? Okay, palladium. I wish I could have some chunk of it, but all right. Anyhow, let's carry on. Pity. What the fuck we doing? Like what I was mentioning, 1 hour we are overdue. We had the reverse sign on it quite early already. We are facing to the weekly quite heavily. Actually, we are bashing it down. 4 hour looks a little bit different. Still, it was a sneaky close, I guess. Go a little bit quickly. Yeah, it was. Let's see if we're gonna start to close below 118 on the next 4 hour, or either way 1 hour. Yeah, we might come back to daily, and then you're gonna see something like this, right? Again, then we're gonna have the pop and then stuff like that. Let's see if the side was gonna play out or not. But yeah, so far we still didn't technically regain fully the weekly. Yes, the oscillator is facing to the upside, but we didn't cross yet on the money inflow on it, right? So it's still some room to run higher up. And if we're gonna go and do that, then technically on 1 hour, like I've been mentioning as well, on the lower time frame, yes, we still have the stupid fib on it. That's not the stupid fib. That's the one what I'm aiming for. If that's gonna happening, then we're gonna see some range definitely formation on it. So that's one positioning. Then eventually we have our order book as well above us, together with the money band inflow. So if we're gonna come back to it, yeah, there is some more resistance into that one, and we still can take a little bit more of the liquidity on the bands, right? That's on the 4 hour. But daily wise, why I'm aiming for 112, it's this the reason, right? As well, if we start to break it down and close below 117 on the next daily close, and we have already kind of overdue for it, the bots are not even switched on, off, and we start to face, we're gonna turn around. Technically, this is the area that I'm aiming for. Like we're mentioning, this is overlapping quite heavily. If you're gonna come close to it, the bands are gonna move higher. You have your 150 axis average bands as well on top of it. Order books and mine god fib as well on 110 area that we flip as a resistance. So coming back into the to that one, I seriously, if you're gonna hold it, then that's gonna be your next leg up for 135 that I'm aiming. And who knows, maybe that's gonna be the last leg. If not, so yeah, going to be interesting to see, but this is what I'm technically aiming for. So, and as well, just because on the daily, that's the point of control level, a little bit below us, but still the area with full volume, significant amount, right? So the biggest what we so far having on the daily. So that's why I'm aiming. If you're gonna start to come back, either you're gonna be go lower, no matter that, around 110-ish area in Q3, holding that, up you go. That's the level that you blindly long. Don't care about anything else. So that's what I'm aiming for. Start to failing, coming back to it, and that's the resistance, and that's gonna be the flip, right? So looking at the weekly, right, we had 3 weeks in a row quite positive, and still we have some time to run. That's why I said if you're gonna come close below 110-ish, or not even that, but you don't need to go fully, but just like around ish 150 area, and you can carry on high, and you have another week fucking positive close on it. Great, you can aim to go either way higher. Reclaiming 123-ish area, sorry, 123 area, right? Reclaiming that stupid fib, or fucking not stupid fib, the god fib, you're still aiming for 35, right? And then, and only then, if you're gonna come close to it, we're gonna have some retracement on it, we're gonna aim for go higher, right? I'm not aiming at all on to 140, 160, or 170 till we're gonna be around 135 area, coming back, have a significant hold on the structure, and then you aim to go higher. So that's what I'm looking out for. And technically, like I was mentioned as well to most of my students and to people as well, on the voice chat, I'm aiming to go step by step right now. Why? Because you reach all-time high already for a freaking third time, right? So, and technically that's what we're doing. This is the stepwise formation that we do, right? That's what you want. You're not, otherwise I'm not gonna aim to 200k, because there is no point for it right now, because we are not even close to it, right? So take it level by level, and like I said, if you regain the 223, trading it above, then that's the aim. Next aim is 135. Done. And why? Because we've been doing that for freaking ages with that. So showing you the fib, right? Ping pong between, straight up to 73, right? We are holding it, went down 40, and from the 40 we flipped that. Either way, went higher, straight to 100, right? Then we came back from 100k, 110-ish, 73, and then another leg up, right? So they are playing quite well, and every single move to the fib is holding quite significant as well. Over here, right, you can see the range. We bounce between them. Over here as well, here as well. Right now we're doing exact same thing. So that's why I love them. My main source of trading. Look at that. Don't say it's not fucking to the T, because it freaking went to it. Oh yeah, and over here as well. Is that perfect? All right. So that's on Bitcoin. So far, yeah. Just look out for the 4 hour next 4 hour close. If we start to go lower, then I'm aiming for the daily. Lose the daily, then let's see if 160 is gonna hold us. All right. And either way, we still can do freaking this sideways for a while, and then do it something like this. But still possible to go both ways, but up it is, still proven otherwise. So far we broke only the 1 hour, technically 4 hour as well, structure on it, and now we need to regain. Regaining that means we need to close anything above 121 and face into the all-time high and wick into it, or have any closure above it, right? So yeah, that's the aim. So far, if it's not Bitcoin driven move yet, if Ethereum is gonna take it over, then there is the money going into. Same on this freaking coin, what we've been yapping about quite often as well. Hype, doing exact the same thing. They've been holding freaking strong this move. Why? They've been holding this flip because Bitcoin is undecided yet which way it's gonna go. If it's gonna trade down into the downside or it's gonna do the one more leg straight up. They waiting, and you can see exactly on this price action, they've been holding freaking strong and literally to the T over here as well. And they didn't break this structure, right? So till that gonna happen, then you're gonna go and try to hold this, and then you're gonna be your next leg up, right? So that's the aim. And if and only if Bitcoin's gonna go to 112-ish area, let's see how heavily hype's gonna retrace, right? If so, I'm still aiming to 42-ish area. If not, we can still go to 41, right? To this flip. I'm not sure if you're even gonna reach this stupid flip. That's for sure not. But yeah, this is what I'm aiming. Definitely this hip. So yeah, 42. But that's only when we start to break the 45.5 area. That's the aim for. Looking at ETH, still going strong. That's good. Happy about it. First time in ages. Can say some positive things about it. Right now, the most important thing on ETH, yearly. Flip that, and same as this freaking fractal that I'm having over here. This is the most important, right? Coming up, flip it, and hold the yearly, and then you can go and do some higher ups. So technically, what you're gonna do on ETH is exact the same thing what we're doing over here, right? This is the grind, a little bit bigger. You went into the pocket, into the structure, you grind into it, and then you have another leg up. And that's gonna happening exact the same here. Because this is the only thing what fucking ETH can do, no matter what. It's been doing it to the downside. All of these moves, it's been exact the same grind to the downs and to the sides. And then you have the pop, right? So either way, you're gonna see it on the daily, right? Sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways, freaking up, and then another sideways, up. This is what ETH's gonna do, definitely, hands down. I don't see ETH doing anything else than that only. So this is what it is, but great. Flip the yearly, sideways, and you go through the fucking all-time high again for it, hopefully. Let's see. But it's good, it's great, but it needs to flip the yearly. And either way, it's already on the daily as well, overdue for some correction, right? So make sure it's holding the daily, and then it's cooling off in the sideways moves, the oscillators on it as well. That's the important. You don't want to lose your levels on it. Oh, yeah, good stuff. Really good for ETH so far. Dominance as well. Finally breakout. That's good, right? And Viking was mentioned that as well. ETH Bitcoin dominance as well, breakout. So both ways, great stuff. So that's happy days. And we still have the CME. It's not really CME, it's intervening day. So below us, that didn't been closed. The CME gap that we had, it's been closed, but still, we facing some gap below. Dominance, that's gonna be the fun one. We close on the freaking daily below this hip, what I was mentioning, and that's the first hip that I want to see to break for a start or some kind of all season, right? And now if you start to follow that and go literally to the Q2, great stuff, but you need to break that shit. This whole hip need to be broken, just to start any freaking alt season. And by doing that, that's gonna be as well a while, because coming lower to that, it means we can do two things, right? Or we're gonna go straight to the downside, we're gonna freaking fall off the cliff, or we're gonna have one more, and then that's gonna be the bearish one, and that's gonna be your alt season, right? So technically, I'm aiming for that, because then Bitcoin can have one more leg up, Ethereum can do one more, and then alts can take over, right? That's kind of what I'm aiming. Literally the green one, a little bit lower as well, if you can say like that, something like this. That's what I will aim for, right? To break it. Yellow, fine, but that's gonna be really ballistic and parabolic. The red one, I don't think is gonna play out anymore. But that's what I'm aiming for, technically. So watch out for it. Quite nice to have finally one of the first ones breakouts from of the dominance. But it's been a while we did it. The last one, January and the December. So yeah, great stuff. That's a good one. I'm interesting how deep we're gonna go right now today. So we have still 7 hours to close it. All right, so that's gonna be really, really interesting. Now, the stuff that I was worried about it, and it makes me pain watch it as well. Watch out, guys, for the gate. Gate is doing some shady things, and if that starts to do, that means that the all season is literally on the corner. This freaking 2 times in a row liquidity grab, it's been fucked up for some of the alts. So the thing is, this happened on Gate. It didn't happen on Hyperliquid, if we talk about Pearl right now. So make sure you check all of the exchanges when the coin is trading well, right? So that's the most important, because this close of this liquidity grab and this close doesn't freaking do anything good to the coin right now on that exchange, right? And look at that right now. You have literally on the 4-hour freaking regular divergence on it, right? So we still can go lower if that's going to be the case, to grab more liquidity to go higher. Yes, it happened quite a lot of times. Last time we had that negative candle close on Per, we had a significant retrace of 39%. I hope that's not going to be the case. Technically, yes, I'm hoping that's going to be the case, just because I can ladder more into it. But it's a little bit scary if that happens, right? I really don't like that. But it is what it is. We still don't have hyperliquid charts, so we cannot use them. We need to go by the charts what we have. But yeah, make sure you keep that in mind and trade the coin where it should be traded. So Per should be traded on the hyperliquid and not on different exchanges, because there is a reason why they do that. So yeah, this is shit, but it is what it is. Keep that in mind. My lovely injective, it's freaking doing great. I can't really stretch it more out. There is still some room to run. Yes, overdue for some correction or some reverse. But I'm seriously aiming that it's going to come close to 40.6 area. So that means we're going to pop one of those highs. That's going to be great. And then we can do something like this and then go higher. That would be lovely. Just because I want to flip this and then 21 it is. That would be really great for injective. If that's happened, then I'm happy. I don't care about anything else anymore. So yeah, good stuff on it. Trio, it's tried to recover, but it didn't do fully. We had some liquidity grab. Fortunately, we didn't break anything yet, so it's still low it is. And for now, what you want is to hold this. And yes, if you break lower and you go lower price action, then it's fine. It's cheap, but I still don't have that much faith into it till we're gonna flip the 0.85 area. Same what I was drawing over here. That's what I'm aiming for. Right now, we do bearish backtest of that whole fucking structure, and we didn't change anything yet. SMT. Freaking hell. Finally come to life. Like, seriously, I almost forgot about that one. I'm happy about it. Great stuff. 222 movement from the lows. That's great. But we didn't break anything yet. So, to be honest with you, how good it looks, how great it did already. And yes, it still can go and pop this freaking structure, right? Because right now, this is the range what we need to pop. And what we are aiming so far for is this. So technically, come into the pocket, break one of those fucking highs, hopefully, retrace, hold this low, and then off you go. This is the most perfect scenario what you want to have for SMT right now. Either way, they might do this, right? Another 200%. That is all possible. Who knows what they are cooking? But so far, going by the structure, just because you have this sideways, you create the lows. You are trying to regain the high. You need that to go higher. And so far, you are facing to a very stupid fib. Coming back into the 0.05 area, hold this as you support. Off you go. Nothing much to say about that. But so far, great. Happy to see it coming back to life. So that's really good stuff. Let me have a look at this bullshit. Okay. Let's see how high we're gonna go. Still nice buyback. Good stuff. Going for the higher bids. Awesome. Oh yeah, great. Now, there are some alts as well that I want to look at it. Solana, it's doing really great shit, but we seriously need to regain this hip. So 180 need to be flipped. So either way, I'm aiming for the yearly, right? So from here, right, to yearly, still another 10%. Could be easily done with it. So far, we start to break lower structures. Yes, that's fine. The 1 hour-ish hips, we regain that one. I'm still into the freaking trade from it. Just a little bit into it. I would like to see some coming back into the Q4-ish area and keep that as well as your V bottom, and then you can do major shit. But if we can start to regain that, that's going to be really big for Solana. All right, then that's going to be ballistic. But let's see. Most of the coins are really overdue for some correction, for some retrace, but we still can go a little bit more higher on it. Key, regain the freaking structure, what we've been ranging for a while. That's great. We're holding the weekly right now. I want to, as quick as possible, I want to regain the February. That regain, it's gonna bring you to the freaking this price or whatever it was, because I don't have the full chart on it. I want to regain that. That's the first regain on it. We're gonna do something like this maybe, right? Give the range, top, range, and do it again. So yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. Let's see. Not really big on it, but party. That one is going quite good. Still didn't regain the previous high, fortunately, but still there is so much more room to run for it. So I guess if we start to close above the weekly right now on the daily, then yeah, that might happen. And either way, that's going to be great, just because doing this, going back, and then grind it, doing another leg up. That's going to be the all-time high of it. Great. I really want to see the 2.4 to be broken on that one. And I will need to mention Sui, because that's the really, really good area to take profit. Like you see already, it's been my third area of take profit, the one that I've been mentioning. And reaching right now, yearly, freaking hell, we close it below. That's I would like to see that we flipped as well. If that happened, then we're gonna go to 4.8, and then you might retrace. I would like to see much more something like this instead of this right now. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting, but keep that in mind. Make sure you take some profits on that one, because it's been freaking parabolic. And it's good. It's great. If Solana is going up, then this one is gonna carry on as well. But when you see Solana turning around, then watch out for Sui as well, because that's one is gonna go a little bit heavier. Ondu as well, still facing to go to $1, so that's great. We really good hold of the levels, by the way, on that one, so I need to take that for it. So it's great. Now we need to flip March to go a little bit higher and regain maybe the high on it. So that's good. Gucci on that one. Kaito did as well quite good. I like that. I'm quite surprised how good it's doing, because I kind of lost faith on that one technically. So I'm really good. I'm really happy to see it coming back to life. And right now, I just want to flip the March. Flip that, go to the very stupid flip, have a small retracement on that one. So technically, we're gonna see something like this, right? Gain the level, come back, support. Maybe not that low, but something like this. Keep that support, and then you can go and freaking do the all-time high on it. That would be really good. I'll be happy about that. Yeah, people start mentioning it, but still didn't break anything. We still need to flip this. So June, you either way see some breakout of the structure and then holding it. We did it so many times, but we failed on that. And looking by the oscillator already, it's quite overdue, like the rest as well. So yeah, not much more to talk about it. Yes. What you guys think about it? Ooh. Didn't pop the high yet. Okay, back. So September, see? Still, I'm aiming for this drawing. Yeah. That is doing. Oh, nice run up. Do you guys have any coins that you want me to look at it? There is not much interesting stuff. Any moon boys over here? I can kill the mood. Please tell me there are some moon boys. Please tell me I can do something like this right now. Syrup. I like some syrup on my waffles. Syrup. Any particular exchange? Ah, fuck it. There's not much to choose from. Nice. I think I've been mentioning it to you, right? To hold it, it's gonna grind higher up. And bro, we already on the daily, I can see that you have fucking perfect hold of the structure. So great, perfect. The only thing, ooh, that's nice. Okay, there's not much area to go by, but still already forming the wave master with the blue dots on below us, reversal and a trend change. Right now, you just really need to flip the weekly. Flip that and you go higher up. Q3 is not gonna hold you. It's been tested. This area is not gonna be holding you. This area is not gonna hold you. You only need to flip the weekly. And you're gonna do this again. This move again. Grind up again. Grind up again. You're gonna pop it. Why? I'm doing it constantly. Nice. Like it. Really good. If you are on it, then yeah. Make sure you hold the 0.443. Fail that. If you start to close below this line, I'm gonna go back to June. Because that's sneaky as well. Didn't get tested on the previous move. It got tested with the move up, right? From the open, it got tested and go up, but you didn't retest it with your previous swing low. So June, right? June level might hold you when you're gonna come back to it. So close anything below, might come back and then start again. Get self. Oh, bro, that's quite low, 0.22. That happened. You can buy anything over here. Yeah, but that's June 23. Technically, it's the second support because this, and then we are talking of the daily. This is your first. You build this support, this area. This is your second. This is your lowest, but you don't want to lose. On the breakdown. Yeah, exactly. Those are the levels that you can buy easily. That's good. If you start holding this and regaining weekly, then off you go. Yeah. Nice stuff. And already you can tell. If you use them quite often, then you can tell you're in a super fib, so off you go. Right? Yeah. Good. Great stuff. Like I mentioned, flip the weekly and off you go. Q3 is you take profit area and then the high of 0.62. Another take profit area. Easy as that. Looking at my second screen for on the bits, what they are doing. Not much change on that one. Popcat did some good things as well. Finally breaking out. Like, not yet, but yeah, that's good, Plumbus. Always not really like listen to other opinions, but like keep that in mind that there are like more that you can see or you can realize, but maybe you don't see some things as well. So that's as well good to ask for a second opinion, and then you decide like if that suits you or not. Pocket nice. If you're gonna hold May, then December it is. Not much you gonna hold you. It's been tested. This hip been tested as well, and then you have fair value gap. Oh, nice. Nice one. I like it. But strong make some money, you wanna say. Oh boy. Oh, my friend's starting to text me about crypto. Doesn't